and welcome back to the Auto Alex V2 channel. This week you join me and Chris.
Hello everyone.
Chris is from Merch. This is Chris the Hill. And what are we going to be doing today, Chris?
We're going to be doing things that are buppity.
Buppity. By that he means we are going to be working on Alfred. He's
Alfredo.
Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo.
I've taken to call him Alfredo. Is it bad luck to change the name?
Yeah, it's like a boat. You can't change the name of the boat, otherwise it will sink.
This car's now Chris's.
Yes. So
I bought it.
Yeah, this used to belong to Alex. He took this on the Nürburgring trip where we did V6, V8, inline 4 and V10. And Alfred was very, very good. You ended up buying Alfred off of Alex after a little while, didn't you? You wanted him for quite a while, didn't you?
Yeah, it rolled in on the trailer and I immediately said to Alex, and I don't do this, I immediately said, I would like that car, please, when you're done with it. And he was kind enough to sell it to me.
Yeah.
I've been fixing it ever since.
Yes, yeah, you've done quite a lot to this car, haven't you? So that leads us on to what we're going to fit today. So we're going to fit this light bar that you got for the rear, which the current one's a bit broken.
Yeah.
You got a new horn.
Yep.
Some wheel spacers and some coilovers, which we're very excited about because the ride height of this car at the moment is a bit funny. It sits nicely at the front, but the rear is really high, isn't it? Yeah. For some reason, it's got a lot of rake. We can't work out why. And the original suspension is a little bit tired, isn't it? It's been on there for quite a long time. We're going to change all of that. So, shall we get Alfred on the ramp and start tearing him apart?
Yes, please.
Cool. Let's do that. Look at Alfred's under. Oh, Chris, you should sell this car.
Oh, what have I done wrong?
Oh my God.
Oh,
it's actually quite clean.
Yeah.
Especially for an Alfa. It's really clean.
Oh, that's not bolted on. Look at that.
Oh, I remember that. That was like that before. We never tightened it up.
I remember that. And then I drive merrily off to home and back like 10 times.
This car is actually really clean. Like, scarily clean. Have you bought the only Alfa Romeo in the world that's not rusty and doesn't leak oil? Fair play.
Yeah, and all the electrics work for now. It is very gassy though, if we could have a look at that somehow.
Is it?
So yeah, driving into London, I think when we got there, Dan, who's much bigger than me, our artist, very talented, but a big man, he was very woozy and
Was he?
He's like double my size, so
yeah.
It's got.
Sounds like a you problem. What have you got here, Chris?
This is a coilover.
This is a coilover. So these are yellow speed coilovers. Now, obviously, we're a massive fan of BC Racing coilovers and we use them on all of our cars, but they don't actually make them for this car, which we found that not a lot of people make a lot of parts at all for this car, do they? So how much were these, Chris?
All in 960.
Okay, so that's not too terrible. That's actually relatively cheap for a set of coilovers. No. So yeah, let's get it down and then we'll get the... and then done.
That sounds easy, really. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Taylor.
Thank you.
Oh.
Before the guys continue with the install, a reminder from me that if you want to buy yourself a used car, van or motorbike, run a car vertical report on it first to ensure it's not being crashed, stolen or clocked. If we take a look at the car vertical report for Taylor's brand new 645 manual that you'll be seeing very, very soon on the channel, you can see that we've got green ticks for odometer, finance and damage that tells me, us and him that this is actually a good purchase. And now to give you an example of a bad car vertical report, here is a BMW X5 with a green tick for odometer, but amber warning for finance and damage. And if we scroll down, we have a list of photos. And as you can see here, immediately the interior looks like it's had a lot of fire damage. And then yes, it looks like it's been set on fire at some point. You can keep on scrolling through and it just gets worse. The whole car has been completely melted. Now it's obviously unlikely that a car like this would ever be put back on the road, but if it were to be put back on the road, you know, because you ran a car vertical report, that it's not a good one. So again, do yourselves a favor, do not get stung when buying a used car, van or motorbike. Run a car vertical report on it first. What's more, you will get 20% off using the code V2. Back to it.
So I found something. Maybe the reason why this feels so squodgy is this section here is completely cracked around here and I can get my finger through it.
Oh my God, that's actually genuinely really bad. That is completely rotten, Chris.
Does that mean the spring could just pop down?
Yeah.
My name is Flange and I'm very tired.
All your top mount is also completely knackered. Like, look at the big tear in the rubber of the top mount up there.
Oh.
I think it's a good job you're doing your suspension.
Yeah, because I think the suspension was about to just eject anyway, because the tyre would have popped and I would have gone...
Sorry?
That's me driving.
Yeah.
And then losing control.
Yeah.
And then that's me flying through the air. Because the seatbelts are very old as well.
Right, as you probably tell, me and Chris have had a slight change of clothes, and that is because it's Monday and we filmed the introduction on Friday, didn't we? What we're going to do to start is undo the bottom of this strut. We're going to unplug the adaptive suspension, and then we're going to take the top out, and then hopefully this strut will come out quite nice and easily. I'll show you how to do this one,
And then
you can do all of them while I sit and have some tea. And there we are, Chris.
Wow, that's huge.
One front suspension
So why
strut.
is that, if I get one, why is that so much bigger?
It's just the way they're designed. Look at the size difference. Also,
why is it?
Look at the length difference.
Oh no.
No, that's good. So this is now going to go in the vehicle. We pop it in here first, like these. It's all right, Chris, I'm only holding it up.
Oh my God, that's quite different, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you'll find when you jack cars up that are on coilovers, the wheels tend to stay further up
Because there's
anyway.
not as much play. Yeah.
There's not as much buppity.
Yeah.
Right, so both the front coilovers are now fitted and we're attacking the rears, but I've got a bit of a problem. I've taken the top bolt out, as you can see, but this lower bolt is about 20 centimeters long and it is seized in all of these arms here. So if I try to turn it, it's completely seized. So what I'm gonna do is attack it with a blowtorch, some WD-40 and lots of hammering and lots of aggro. Can't tell if that's my elbow or the bolt. So it's still currently seized to this washer here. So what I'm gonna do is move this bush away from it so I don't melt it. And then I need to heat that up, try and get that off. Now that washer is going to be really hot and I don't really want to melt our new floor. Roy, can you just hold this washer for me?
No.
Can you just hold this washer for me? Can you just hold it?
That's all right.
Yay! I am really surprised that came out. I thought that was going to snap. The only thing is, there's still another one on that side and it looks slightly worse than this one.
Right, we're back. It's been a couple of days. My hair's shorter.
What's happened to it?
It all fell out on the sides. But Taylor's always looking nice and trim.
Oh, thanks.
But we're not here about that. That's a different channel. So we had a problem. This thing
We did, yes.
does not line up to this thing.
That's the original strut, and this is our new one. And these bolt holes were all too close together, so they didn't fit.
We did a lot of measuring and messing about, and finally we've got these replacement top plates.
We have, and the bolts are slightly further apart, as you can probably see, and it's slightly larger. Obviously, we haven't had it off the ramp yet to set it up properly or anything like that. We're gonna fit this side, and then we're gonna put it on the ground, set it all up, and hopefully take it for a drive.
Right, so this is the original side, and you can see it's very droopy, dangly like me, same. But over here, with the new suspension, it's come up. You can see everything. So it should be nice and mean and low when it goes down.
Like this.
Going to help.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I've got it. Don't worry. I've got it all under control. Oh! Wheel off. I must say, I am really enjoying the ratchet on this Boxo 3/8" ratchet roller. This is nice. It's very high quality.
Yeah.
Out. Go on, out. Eye up, go on.
Yay!
Right, so the rear suspension is all now reassembled. So what is next, Chris?
We've got to pop them wheels on, lower it down and go, ooh.
They go, ooh, ooh.
Oh no, that's too low.
Wow.
Wow.
And then we get off the ramp, and then we go broom.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Should we do that? Let's go. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my goodness. We might need to do a bit of suspension adjustment because it's a bit low. So I think all we need to do is raise that up a little bit and then we'll go out for a drive.
Yeah.
Yeah? Right, Chris, so your first drive in Alfred with your new suspension.
Yeah.
What are your first thoughts?
Well, you can feel where the road is.
Oh wow, it feels way more sporty, even from the back.
So before, when you were turning, who knows?
Oh, was it very sort of hit and miss?
Yeah, so it was there was just no feedback really.
Is the valve open? And if it isn't, why is it not?
Right, so that's the best thing about this car is the noise, I think. Well,
Yes! Oh my God!
Oh, it's so good!
It sounds so good! How does it feel?
amazing, like it goes where I think I want it to go now.
It rubs a little bit.
So if there's any rubbish, it will be on the bit of plastic inside the wheel arch, because that's the closest thing to the wheel.
Yeah.
Obviously we brought Alex along for a bit of ballast. How does it feel back there?
Oh, do you know what? These seats, the rear seats, are the most comfortable seats of any car, and I can still feel the road. It still feels sporty, but very, very comfortable.
Yeah.
This thing's wild.
Are you happy with it,
Yeah,
Chris?
very happy. Yeah.
I really do like this car.
So, Chris, the question is, if and when we go back to the Nürburgring...
Sorry, Alex, hang on.
Sorry.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
Pin it!
7,000 RPM.
That is so
it's the
good.
bollocks. If and when we go back to the Nürburgring, are you coming with Alfred?
Yeah, Alfred's got to go around again.
Alfred does have to go around again.
Yeah.
I would love to see what this car is like on the ring now that it's got this suspension on it.
Yeah.
Compared to what it was before, because I think it will be completely transformed.
Oh, absolutely.
So the only thing left to do is get the wheel alignment done, because obviously the steering wheel's out a little bit.
Yeah.
Other than that, the ride height is all pretty much set up. It's all happy. So there we have it, another V2 episode finished, another very, very cool car featured, and one very, very happy man. You happy, Chris?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Alfred has got the suspension he deserves.
Good.
Thank you so much for helping me fit that, Taylor.
That's all right,
That's really
Chris.
lovely of you.
Hug.
Thank you.
Very, very happy. And don't forget, if you want one of our very nice Auto Alex Christmas jumpers, head to the link below, over to the Auto Alex shop, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Should we go home, Chris?
Yes.
Coming in.